IT, and PSUs will certainly. Just for the analysis' sake, let's understand PSU banking. So this is wherein we are standing as of now. So you can see that this was the high, previous high, and then we have lower highs, and then we have lower highs again, and at the same time we have lower lows. But You can see the monthly chart pattern, and we have just showing the first sign of shorting here after so many months. PSU is giving a sell signal, and it is exactly on the trend line. If you can notice, it's a kind of diamond shape. If you can see this, it's a kind of diamond shape pattern, and it's been struggling in and out, try to move up, down. So this is the point area wherein we will just try to focus on. This month should carry. We have time. So 2780, or maybe near to 2800. We are standing at 3057. This is the support, uh, in terms of support, long-term support, and we have already tested this, and I believe that this is the bottom for short term. If somebody wants to enter, they can have that bank Bs, bank PSU Bs. So probably I guess Reliance has that PSU Bs, so wherein you can take delivery of PSU banking in a demat form and just hold it on, and you can get an exit around 3200, which is, I think that's a good point. I mean, say over a period of time things has to correct, and these are all backbone PSU. I mean, Punjab National Bank or State Bank, these are all backbone for you know our Indian system. So this is not going to fail. I mean, there are things to improve, and this will certainly come up. And if you get that 400 points return, that's a handsome return, 15 percentile gain from the bottom. So all those deliveries can be bought at this bottom. I request people to mute because I'm facing some problem. Uh, I may request, please mute. Okay, fine. And that's PSU banking, and I think there's more correction, some 250 points correction still there. So, and even in SBI, I don't know where it closed. I could not track. I was actually busy somewhere. So I guess even SBI.
367.
Okay, so SBI could not last
357.
time. Okay, so last time it fell down to 257, and on the day of announcement of infusing 2 lakh crores into PSU, it was standing at 253 or 254. Even that gap has to be filled. So that 2 3 points at the bottom is uh, still a demand from my side, and I think that should be there, wherein it should hit, and I'll show you the point, and that's wherein 2800 is possible. So probably that's the point wherein even PNB might make a reversal. I don't know. That is, so let's check. Okay, so this green candle is a volume. Let me just put a lighter version. Okay. Okay, so this is clearly a gap area we opened from this point. So high of this stands out to be 255.30, and low is 256.65 of this candle. Some few days before it has made, and today again we corrected. We just given us some bounce at the top and started correcting again, forming an evening star pattern. And if this continues, then we are taking support somewhere here around 254.60, 255. The gap will be. filled. So understandingly, I believe for next 2 3 days, this selling should continue, and PSUs may fall more. So understanding PNB now, coming back to PNB. So just put a lot of volume. Okay, you can see gaps even in the shorter side as well. 145 and then 141. All these gaps will be filled. It's monthly chart pattern. So I've taken a Fibonacci retracement. I've taken a bottom from where the rally started. I've taken a peak where it went. It made a double top here. You can one top here, another top there. So okay. So this was the second top, and then we corrected. Uh, that was a very good support zone at 133. There's 61% retracement. We just broke down, and then we are right here somewhere. And I think the support actually works out to be around 72 or maybe 69 if we just test this bottom. So it should continue. The volume is big, and we got a sell signal on monthly right after some 12, 14 months, and this has more leg to move down. So where it can, actually come and test. So even this is something, which I feel it will break, and if it breaks, some supporting levels, if we don't break previous low, the right point to just enter this is 68, 68, 68 and a half. So somebody wants to bet, they can enter at 68, 68 and a half, and I think this will rally back to some 85 odd levels, and you can put your stop loss around 63.50 at the bottom. So it sounds as if how much time it will take, but you can just notice that within 1 month, it has come off from 171. We are standing at 98. So in stock market, everything is possible, and all levels can come any point in time. Even a single news, can crack the whole system. Uh, so that's where we stand in PNB. So it's a falling knife. And I remember I've given a buy trade there a few days back on PNB. It was moving around 115, 16 odd levels, and my chart suggested that 102, 103 was the point of buying, and it will come soon. But I was not expecting another 1300 crores hole into the system, and that's wherein we broke even that level of 102. So short term, I am actually looking for a support zone if I can, get it around 90 and a half. That's my first buying point, and second buying point, it stands out to be 87.20. So on a safer side, if somebody wants to play on options front, and if it comes down sharply, because I believe for next 2 3 days again there is a correction, and SBI will even touch and fill the gap. So somebody wants to just enter the option area. So option, let it touch 81, 87, 87 and a half, and you can, hold that option with a stop loss of 85 at the bottom, and let it rally to 92, 93, 94 odd levels. That is a short-term trade you can plan on. Otherwise, it's negative for a while, and it will take maybe 2 3 months, 4 months down the line, and it may test some lower bottoms. So I don't know if government comes in or announce some kind of injecting a fuel information or something which fills their balance sheet. That's something very different, but this point stands clear that the stock has broken the long-term supports, and it is ready to test the lower areas. So 87 is good support. I think 90 and a half, 91 to 87 is one can, actually take a, trading call at least, not an investment call. Okay, that's all. That's all from my side. One by one, somebody has query. I am ready to help you. Yes.
Sir, Puneet, sir, in this PNB, is it wise to take some 85 call option for March, 85 P put option for March?
So, I mean, that thing would have done today itself, since I've given you level of 102 was the gray zone, and this should continue. This rally should continue. I mean, 85 for this March. Okay, so if it works for next 5 days, it's good. Otherwise, you square off your trade because that's wherein your premium will be taken care of. Market will eat your premium. So if the fall is continuing, it will continue for 2 3 more days, and
Hmm.
that's it. And it will make the bottom because all those short-term averages will be oversold, and it will certainly give a kind of relief rally. So 85 is something which I'm not imagining as of now, but if it is taking too much time over a long term, yes, it will come. But if it is taking too much time, your premium will be hit. So calculatively, let this thing correct, and take it. If you want to take a trade an option, take a trade for time as well. I mean, price is one thing, and
Hmm.
the time period is another thing wherein you should focus on.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.